Welcome, and today I'm going to be talking about the Snyder Cut, that being Zack Snyder's Justice League. So, this came out last year, and I don't know if this is really a movie. It's more like a fan campaign, because the fans really rooted for this movie to come out, called Release the Snyderverse, Release the Snyderverse. And I didn't know much about it, so but I wanted to watch it because the trailers looked cool, and I'm really curious what Zack Snyder's vision was for this movie, because this is based off the 2017 Justice League made by Joss Whedon, since he did the rest of the movie. But he apparently edited a whole bunch out of the original movie. What I mean is, Josh took out the stuff from the Snyder Cut and made his own version of it. And a lot of people hated the 2017 version. I might as well say what I think of the 2017 version. I thought it was okay. I first thought it was the best DCU movie I saw, but then the more I watched it, I kind of just went, the movie looks cheesy at times. It is a little cheesy. Other than that, I prefer the Snyder Cut. So this movie's 4 hours long, and it doesn't feel like 4 hours long. Yes, this movie is long. It's just, I don't know, it kind of just goes by fast. It feels like you're just watching any other superhero movie. If you're at the theater, you'd probably be if you saw this in theaters, you'd probably be there for an hour and 4 hours and a half. So, I don't know, it'd be a long movie. So why is this movie long? I don't know, they gotta explain a bunch of stuff. And, I don't know, it's the full-on version. So it's basically about Batman recruiting the Justice League after the death of Superman. It literally takes place during the final battle of Batman v Superman, and it shows what the other characters are doing during Batman v Superman. And so I thought that was a cool nod. And the characters in this movie are a lot better written than the original one, because I want to get this out of the way. Ray Fisher as Cyborg is amazing, because I wasn't too into Cyborg. I mean, I thought he was annoying in Teen Titans Go, but dang, he is so complex in this movie. And he didn't feel compelling at all in the original Justice League. He was very one note. He was very timid. But in this, you get his backstory. We actually see why he's Cyborg. We see his frustrations with his father, because he spends too much time with his job and his own son. And he's on the football team, but after a tragic accident with his mom, the father finally steps in and uses the mother box, which is what the villains are after. And he helps build Cyborg. And so I thought that was really interesting. And Cyborg feels he's rejected by the world, and it's sad for him to watch. And then, literally when Wonder Woman tries to recruit him, he just says, F the world. And so, yeah. And, we got a few more interesting characters. I really like the Amazons in this movie, the music, the Wonder Woman theme for this, the opera singing, that was really neat. And I love the part where they're, chasing, when they're using the mother box to get away from Steppenwolf, who's the main villain of this. They're trying to pass it around, and it's a cool chase scene, way better than the 2017 one. And I just feel like this is just more polished. Like when Star Wars came out, we got the special editions, which added a bunch of CGI stuff. Some people liked, some people didn't like. But they polished the original trilogy and the prequels. The sequels are their own thing, but for Justice League, it's they had a whole bunch of CGI, and it was very colorful. And in this, it's more of a dark movie, in my opinion. And so and I like to talk about the Flash, Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller's facing a lot of controversy recently, but in this movie, I didn't mind him as the Flash. I mean, I like Grant Gustin. I really do. But Ezra Miller is definitely different as the Flash. I love the scene where he's saving Iris from a car crash, and like that music's playing. Some people didn't like the music, but I personally did. I just like it where he's like he beautifully breaks the glass of the pet shop, and then like he slowly runs out, and then the music's playing, and then he saves Iris. He puts a hot dog in his pocket for some reason, and and then like he saves her, and then the car she was in explodes, and he runs back into the pet shop to get a job, and it's like nothing happened. So and Batman in this, I like Ben Affleck as Batman. The only part I don't like is he kills. I know this is part of his Batman's appearance, since that movie's very controversial. And in this he's just looking for the Justice League, and he wants to form his own team. We get to see him grow with his team or whatever. So that was fun to watch. Aquaman. I like Jason Momoa, I really do. But he kind of reminds me too much of Chris Hemsworth. Is 4, but I still really like Jason Momoa. I think he's a likable actor. Even in this movie, he picks up a beer and smashes it as the water is just splashing all over him, and that was beautiful to watch. And we could see a little bit of Atlantis or whatever. I didn't really care for those scenes. But then, here's a big spoiler. We see Darkseid. And, I don't know why, but why did they cut him out of this movie? Like, who wouldn't want to see Darkseid? This whole movie is about them looking for the mother boxes, because those, apparently in the backstory, we see, like, a bunch of gods and warriors fighting Darkseid and his army. Apparently, they want these mother boxes to, like, rule the world or whatever. I don't know. Or open a portal to Earth. I don't know. So, And I wish Darkseid got more scenes, but that scene where we see the creative looking hologram, and we see his henchmen or whatever, and then Darkseid comes in, and the music's playing, and all the parademons are bowing down to him, and Darkseid's talking, and that was really fun. And then we get to see his full-on appearance. We see Apocalypse. It's very cool. And one interesting part is Batman has nightmares. And if you didn't watch Batman v Superman, he has these nightmares where he's in this apocalyptic world and he gets killed by Superman. It's suggested to be like a possible future. And in this one, him and his group encounter Superman, who's turned bad, I guess. And and we also get to see the possible fates of the Justice League members while Cyborg's connecting the mother boxes together. He sees a vision of Aquaman getting killed, Wonder Woman getting killed, and Batman getting killed, and it's very crazy. And so, I don't know if they're setting this up for future movies, since, I don't know, this is a very, I wouldn't say controversial movie. It's just, I don't know. It's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, because Zack Snyder, I think, stepped down from this movie because his daughter, unfortunately, committed suicide. Rest in peace for his daughter. But, I'm just happy Zack Snyder got his own movie made. So, maybe I'll review more DC movies, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys.